Welcome, siblings, to Bigby's Slashback, a spot where I take issue with a particular group or individual, and no group is as slimy as these purveyors of filth, and yes, I do mean advertisers. I don't mean all the ad jocks who pair sunshine with fruit juice and a toddler's smile. I am talking about the self-appointed moral authority that has pushed the Overton window so far we are about to be defenestrated onto the streets of moral morass. In this episode, we are going to look at 3 recent commercials to show you what I am talking about. Let's start off with this one, starring Ashface and Kunis. 2 people made popular by a 23-year-old TV show about what people in the early 2000s thought the 1970s was like. For a contrast, here is a Cheetos commercial from when that show was popular.
Cheesy. Cheetos! Dangerously cheesy. Now in Crunchy Nacho.
Look at the cartoon cheetah sneaking into a factory at night to steal some Cheetos. It is a cartoon because they are marketing to kids, since that is who mainly eats this trash. No one would ever steal Cheetos. That is just silly, especially when you can buy them anywhere. Frito-Lay, the company who owns the snack, is not endorsing anyone steal Cheetos. They would never do that. Well, at least not 20 years ago. Let's get back to the modern cheesy.
You steal my Cheetos again?
Ladies and gentlemen, the rapper Shaggy. This man was made famous when his track, It Wasn't Me, from the LP Hotspot in the year 2000. Maybe they are trying to reach that oh-so-coveted 35 to 45-year-old market by lumping all these people together for the nostalgia buzz, but most people I know that are my age are trying to take care of themselves and eat less crap, as tasty as crap may be.
Just tell him it wasn't you.
But I caught you at the counter.
Wasn't me.
Saw you snacking on the sofa.
Wasn't me.
You even had him in the shower.
It wasn't me.
I even caught you on camera.
Okay, if this punk has seen her with his Cheetos everywhere, then why did he feel the need to ask,
You steal my Cheetos again?
Never mind about that. I want to point out that in 20 years, Cheetos has gone from fun commercials about cartoon larceny to literally suggesting you steal food from your family and then lie about it. On top of this, the song they are parodying is about being caught red-butted, being unfaithful to your lover, and then gaslighting them. I can hear some of you say, Bigby, you vodka-soaked wet blanket. Lighten up and don't be so dire all the time. First off, I am allowed to be dire, as I am a wolf. And secondly, I get it. It's a catchy tune, and I bet some of you sang along for a bit. I'll give you that. But I wanted to start this video off with a light example. Let's take a look at a Tums commercial from 1998.
So listen, my wife says, I read you gotta take calcium for your bones. And I say, don't I eat at Joe's? And she says, so? And I say, don't I get heartburn? And she says, so? And I say, don't I take Tums? And she says, so? So I say, Tums calcium. Get it?
Tums Calcium knocks out heartburn fast, then helps keep your bones stronger longer. That's something you can't get from my Lanta Liquids aluminum and magnesium.
So I say,
This seems to portray a hard-working American with a poor diet and a concerned wife. It's good this Palook can get some relief, thank Tums. Now let's compare this with a commercial released by that same company 20 years later.
When heartburn takes you by surprise, fight back fast with new Tums Naturals, free from artificial flavors and dyes.
What the actual hell did I just watch? What was that chili about to do to that woman while her friend just sat there? What is the image of an anthropomorphic vegetable dragging a woman through the forest to do unspeakable things to her supposed to be telling me? That chili peppers are possibly rapist murderers? Is this an antacid ad or a snuff film? It doesn't make me want to buy Tums, that's for sure. Or maybe the idea is to shock us into having acid reflux, so we have to choke down the vomit from having to watch this trash so that they can sell more pills. Now, I don't know. But let's take a final look at how advertisers are pushing culture and just how far we have come over a very short period. Let's compare these two commercials about abortifacients. Here is a Planned Parenthood commercial from 1998. Oh wait, that's right, there aren't any. We would have never, as a society, allowed Planned Parenthood to advertise back then. Let's just say they were not as celebrated as they are now. They have plenty of commercials these days, but I won't subject you to one of those. This is going to be far worse.
The morning after your birth control fails, you might think you're alone. Guess what? You're not the first. You won't be the last. Be calm. Go directly to Plan B. Plan B is emergency contraception that helps prevent pregnancy after birth control failure or unprotected sex. It's a backup plan and should not be used as regular birth control. With Plan B, you don't need a prescription if you're 18 or over. You have 72 hours to prevent pregnancy. The sooner you take it, the better it works. Plan B is not the abortion pill. It does not work if you're already pregnant, and it won't terminate an existing pregnancy. Plan B does not protect against HIV or other STDs. Side effects may include nausea, abdominal pain, fatigue, headache, or changes in your period. If your period is more than 1 week late, you may be pregnant. If you have severe abdominal pain, seek immediate medical help. Sometimes the unexpected happens. If it does, there's Plan B.
You see that, young ladies? If you're having casual sex and the guy who is using you gets a busted condom while he's plowing you, there is a Plan B. You don't even need to tell your parents. Just go get yourself some of that baby-killing juice and you are good to go for another whore down with him or another buckaroo looking to put the spurs to you. I am not calling all women who have promiscuous or premarital sex whores, although a few of them like it when you do in certain situations. I am only rephrasing this ad in a more honest fashion. Today we look at this stuff as no big deal, as a part of everyday life, but that's my point. It wasn't so long ago we cared about dignity and innocent fun, and the narcissistic selfishness we embrace today would have been looked down on as unintelligent and self-destructive, something to be mocked rather than apathetically accepted. This can largely be laid at the feet of media, and most especially the ad wizards casting spells from the altar of the Cyclops. Being old enough to know who Shaggy is, I have seen the level of what is accepted art sink into a sticky swamp of vile fluids whose stench is growing by the hour. If this is where we are at, I shudder to think where we are going. Thanks for watching, siblings, and remember to always stay in the way.